So hey, I'm bringing you a game from ranked fives for my team that had a pretty good team that we were playing against. They were all Diamond 1, except for their Lulu, who was actually Challenger and was ranked 6th in NA servers for solo queue at the time. So we were up against a pretty good team. This is just in like Gold 5 provisionals, so all the teams that climb the ladder pretty quickly get matched together, so we've been winning pretty much every game. We get matched against very good players like Diamonds and Challengers. So we have Cho'Gath top versus Renekton, and then me mid versus a KhaZix, and I'm on Kennen. We have Hecarim jungle and a Nasus jungle, and then we have Lulu, Twitch bottom, and Varus Taric bottom.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And this is probably one of my, not necessarily best, but favorite matchups, because Kennen can deal very well with KhaZix, because you can usually outsustain him as long as you can get an early Hextech Revolver, or even just get enough health pots, because you're not a mana champion. You're able to farm just as well and wave clear just as well, and you have that range versus melee advantage early game. And because I'm going utility tree, I have Pickpocket, so I get plenty of extra gold with that. And all around, I just pretty much can out-farm him, out-harass him. And because they have a Nasus jungle, there's not really much they can do to stop me, because they have no hard CC. They can't really hold me down with my electrical surge. Even with a Nasus Wither, like the worst that can happen is I'm going to have to flash out. Unless I do something really stupid, it's not really possible for them to pull a kill off mid. I'd have to overextend a lot, and they'd have to bring in someone else besides just the jungler to gank me. So which is why they actually don't even gank mid much, because they know they're not going to get a kill off me. So I'm going to keep it on ×2 for speed for most of the laning phase, because most of it's just boring, last hitting and trading harass. You notice that they actually did a lane switch. You can see on the mini maps. They have their AD carry and support top lane, and their top laner bot lane. So we're usually not used to doing things like that because we're fucking Gold 5 and bad. But yeah, these guys are up to date with like all possible metas and are taking advantage of that. So pretty standard right now. I'm trading minion kills with him and harassing pretty well. He's significantly lower than me. That lane switch that they did pulled off well for them, because they got first blood up top, and I think they pushed the tower pretty hard too. So KhaZix is already out of mana. I think he went to do wraiths right there, and I'm just gonna keep auto pushing because I know they can't catch me if they gank. I'm too fast. Nasus comes in to hold lane because KhaZix has to back. He has no mana and can't last hit. Nasus freezes the lane pretty well. I just keep pushing. Right now it's about even CS. I'm pulling ahead a little bit, about 4 ahead. But I'm also harassing him a lot more than he's able to harass me. So once again, I can just push the lane, and he has to farm under tower, and even if he does end up getting the CS, I can just trade harass with him. Well, not trade, he was not able to actually hit me back at all, because he's focused on last hitting, and that's the point. So this matchup is pretty easy for me. I only had to use one of my 5 health potions during that lane, because he just can't get any harass on me. So I go back, and because they're pretty much an all AD team, they had a Renekton, and Nasus jungle, so they have no AP source of damage besides Lulu, and that's pretty insignificant. So I come back with another cloth armor, which is going to build into my arm guard, and then I get the cages pick along with boots, so I have some extra gold income with a gold per 5, and I have a little more movement speed, so I can avoid ganks better. They get top tower, I'm still just pushing mid, getting the tower low, harassing him, see last hitting. I'm at the point where I can keep marks on him indefinitely because the cooldown of my electrical surge is lower than the actual mark duration of my passive. and I think a kill comes up here, so I'm going to slow it down for a little bit. They spot Lulu coming up. Looks like they're trying to do Dragon or maybe just clear wards for it. KhaZix is heading over. He comes back. So yeah, they get Dragon. I don't know why he ults here. It might have been a misclick. He might have felt threatened by me, but yeah, that ult didn't really accomplish much. I poke him down pretty well. He's about half health. I still have plenty of health potions, and I have a lot more resistance to his type of damage because the cloth armors. Still just wave clearing. Right now, I think I pull ahead. Yeah, I'm about 14 CS ahead of him. So I'm winning the CS game, farm game, and he's not able to even take me, so I'm in a pretty good position. I get a stun on here and I decide to go in, ignite and ult, plus a few auto attacks, guarantees a kill. I get the kill and then barely survive that. I have to pop a potion. Nast comes in, so I just book it out and back and buy. And the whole thing that initiated that first kill right there was having the 2 marks on him, and then having my W be low enough cooldown for it to come up when before the last mark ends. So that means I knew I had the stun, and I could go in as soon as that happened. I go back and I buy my arm guard, so I'll have plenty of AP and armor off that. Then I get another amplifying tome for a little more damage, and buy more wards and potions. So I keep trading, then I notice Renekton to the left in top lane. So I go over and just finish him off really quick. I really didn't need to ult, and wasting that actually is going to come back to bite me right here because they decide to push mid, and I don't really have anything to deal with it. I mean, if I had my ult, we might have been able to coordinate something, but I really don't have any damage to match this. I would get a little bit off on KhaZix, but I really needed my ult here to ward them off. So that was a really bad misplay by me top. Lulu is even able to get me pretty low, popping Ignite. Which is weird, because most supports do not take Ignite. You're going to imagine like an Exhaust or maybe even Heal, but Lulu actually doesn't have Ignite, and I mean doesn't have Exhaust, and no one on their team does. Actually, Tab doesn't even show that here. There, you can see the summoner spells there for a brief second, but none of their team actually has Exhaust, and that comes back to bite them later. When you have a Ken in the middle of your team ulting, one of the best counters is exhausting him during his ult, and also means that our AD carry is able to go free during team fights later, so that comes back to bite them, but none of them have Exhaust. Lulu had the Ignite that she just blew on me, which is not really common for most supports.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
So I go back mid and I ward up. Right now it's 2 turrets to 1. We just got top and they have their top and our mid. So I finish off my Hextech Revolver, so I'll have more sustain in lane. Not that laning phase is even going on anymore. They took my tower down, and top's going to be pretty much roaming. Renekton's getting out for extended here, so I come up, see if we can make anything happen. We catch him in the bush, and he dies. We were about to get Nasus 2, but then KhaZix comes in, and we're afraid of his damage output, so we start to back off. So that's a 1-for-0 exchange. We might have been able to get the other 2 if we were a little more coordinated, but Cho'Gath was out of mana, and we didn't think we'd be able to take them. So here, I think KhaZix has thinks that it's happened. Yeah, he thought that that Hecarim might be in the bush, so he wards it, and then sees that he is. He smarts him not to fall for that bait. So then me and KhaZix try to trade harass. He's able to hit his. Then I just start backing off. Trying to prevent him from maybe getting back mid the easy way. So that was a good engage for us. We came out one ahead. I go back mid to farm. I finish off my Sork Boots and then build a Amplifying Tome. Looks like they're doing Dragon. They get a nice ult landed by Hecarim and Varus. I ult and flash in. We're able to take out 3 really quickly. Then we fall on Twitch and kill him easily. 4 for 0 exchange. Really nice ult to start that off by Varus and then by Hecarim. So then we get Dragon, so that's a 4 for 0 and Dragon exchange, so that really put us ahead pretty far. Right now we're up in gold by pretty much every lane's winning. Cho'Gath is really far behind, but he was put behind by the lane swap, so that's the only reason he was pretty lacking in CS. Renekton was able to roam after they got top down, so he was hurting a lot. Meanwhile, I'm 5-0-2 with most CS in game, so we're making up for that by a lot. I get a Giant's Belt to start off my Rylays. Go back to wave clearing mid. Looks like Renekton got caught up top again. I go up just in case he tries to escape, maybe flash over the wall or something, just be a presence, ensure that they get the kill. Even if I don't get assist, it's still a kill for my team. And Cho'Gath needed the gold. Like I said, how far behind he was. I don't know what KhaZix and Lulu are really doing around there. I guess trying to steal our race, because Dragon's not up. It's not going to be up soon. Just trying to get map presence, I guess. For their wards. Who am I to judge them? They're Diamond and Challenger. So, no confrontations going on. Back and finish off my Rylays. I think we're getting ready for the next dragon. It's hard to tell when it's actually going to come up because I have this sped up, so the time isn't really relative. So we're pushing mid. Just trying to poke the tower down. Cho'Gath goes to clear top. And just back off for now. Varus gets our red. Oh no, Sermidi just gets it. Hecarim gets it. And our Varus gets bottom farm. Meanwhile, they jump on me. They actually get Twitch's slow, and KhaZix jumps and gets his spikes on me, which also slow, but doesn't matter because Lightning Rush is broken, so I get away easily. I still had flash up if I really needed to. Oh, I'd also want to mention that I got the distortion boots upgrade for my Stork shoes, because going down utility tree, I get 2 cooldown reductions on my summoner spells and flash specifically, and with distortion boots with 25% less cooldown, I get it flash down to 188 seconds. It's usually 300 seconds, so it nearly halves the cooldown that I have to wait before I can use it again, which is really great on Kennen because flash ult initiations are really powerful, and it basically forces the enemy AD carry to have to flash or use their gap closer to get out of the fight. So we set up for the Baron, pink it, dragon, and do it pretty quickly. They can't really contest it. KhaZix jumps out, Lulu leaves. But yeah, late game, that flash cooldown reduction really helps. It means I pretty much have it every team fight, whereas most other people maybe have it every other team fight. So they pile mid. Looks like they're trying to push the tower. Vera shows up, we wave clear, they back off. We try to catch Renekton out, but he jumps over the wall and just leaves. I don't know if he jumped over the wall or if he even can, but he was behind Baron Pit. We back and I get my needlessly larger rod, which I'm going to build into my Zonias with 500 more gold, which means Kennen's a monster, because at this point I am the only one who's going to hit level 16, like, soon. Everyone else is pretty high, but 14, 14, 13, 11. I'm the only one who's 15, about to hit 16 to get my level 3 ult. And with Zonias, if we're able to fight in that time frame where no one else has their level 3 ultimate and I get my Zonias, that'll be pretty significant. There's not going to be able to win a team fight, pretty much. Renekton goes in and engages, Lulu pops him up. I ult, go in the middle of them. Everyone drops down. KhaZix is able to flash onto me and kill me. The Ignite still takes him down. We had a nice ulti from our Varus. They chase down Twitch and eventually kill him. So it ends up being a 2 for 5 exchange. Really nice for us. We got a tower from it. We're probably I think we get this tower too. So really great play. Nice Varus ult that hit everyone. Nice Hecarim ult. They just lined up for it pretty much. We have to back off because they're up soon, and we wouldn't have enough time to get the inhibitor. We also were afraid of them rushing Baron if we stayed too long for the inhibitor and had to recall later. So we wanted to be all ready for that. So I get him back, and I finish off my Zonias, get another Amplifying Tome, which is going to build into my Liandry's Torment. Making sure that they don't try anything with Baron. We have the ward here, but we don't know if they will want to, like, maybe rush it. It'd be stupid, but why not check? So we catch Lulu here. She's caught, we go in. But meanwhile, top, they found Twitch. They're getting him. Lulu flashes out. We find Twitch. We kill him instantly. Then I tag Renekton with a mark. He flashes out too. Hecarim ults in, and he's not able to pick off Lulu, so I go in, I get her with a single ult tick. I'm not able to go in any further. So we decide to back off, play it safe. That was a 2 for 0 exchange, and then we end up getting Baron off it, so it's obviously in our favor. Just play it safe. So they start heading around Baron. They got 3 up. They probably have a chance to stop it. I'm getting really low from the Baron as well as the KhaZix spikes. He jumps in and tries to spike me, and I Zhonya's it. They flash in. Renekton falls down. I get killed by KhaZix. KhaZix tries to jump away but gets killed by the last Varus arrow. So we end up taking 2 down. We take down 3 and we lose 2. And we also get Baron, obviously, so we overall won that engagement. Now we also have 2 with Baron, so that push towards the mid inhibitor is going to go really easy. When do I get back? There we go. So I finish off my Woda and my start my haunting guys. So that gives me a little bit more spell pen, magic pen, because haunting guys, yeah. Which is going to be nice because their team is actually pretty stacking heavy magic resistance. They have a Bullrick, a few Hex Drinkers, and they're building, and also Mercury Treads, so very much countering me and Cho'Gath with our magic damage. We're just trying to poke down the mid inhibitor. Get it? We have 2 with Baron and have been winning engagements anyways, so we're by far able to win anything. Now we go to push top. This is a very good tactic right here. We actually pink ward that bush, so we have complete control over this area. We can poke them anytime they try to come in. Make sure that they don't have vision of that bush and that we can stay in it. And we can just siege the tower all day. See that KhaZix is trying to head around. Just throw a little harass at him, make him back off. I think they decide that KhaZix is too hurt anyways from that, so they just back off, let us get the tower.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
So we move on to the next one. And this is just a waiting game for us. Not only do we have the Baron buff and we can siege whenever we want, but we have mid lane with super minions pushing. So they have only a matter of time before they have to go defend mid lane. Meanwhile, we have decent poke and can just hit the tower whenever we want to. We're able to nab that ward before it goes out. Renekton engages. Nice Lulu ultimate. I go in and ult. KhaZix jumps in and gets a few resets. And he becomes a monster and is able to kill most of them. We're afraid of Twitch being able to engage and kite us, so we just back off. Overall, it was a trade 2 for 2. It didn't turn out really that great for us, considering we had Baron buff and we had the advantages. But nonetheless, it was just a trade. I see if I can stick around, maybe get Lulu, but she runs away faster. So the main problem with that team fight was Renekton able to get to our Varus, and then when he's Lulu ulted, he just can't get away. So our Varus dropped pretty early. With KhaZix jumping on him, he got the resets and was able to go on to face roll our team. We're able to stop him, but that's the only reason that ended up being a trade. I steal their blue, and then I back off. So right now, because of all their magic resist, they're on top of the Bullrick. Nasus has built a Negatron cloak. The KhaZix Hex Drinker's already been upgraded into a Malmortis. So I'm not doing much damage to their front line. The Renekton also has the Hex Drinker, so I need to. Next thing I build is a Void Staff to help deal with that, because I can't really protect our Varus that well. Whenever he gets dived, I ult, but it's just not doing enough. So I start that off with a Blasting Wand, and I get a Void Staff later to help with that.
Team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
So the mid inhibitor was about to respawn, so we decided to push that while we still have maybe a wave of super minions with us. We're getting poked down a bit by KhaZix, and Nasus's AoE right there. It's doing a good job zoning us out, so we can't just siege it that well. We eventually get the inhibitor, but then the fight breaks out. Once again, KhaZix is able to just jump right on top of Varus, because of the Renekton and stun along with the Lulu ult. And we're able to kill only... Let me look. We're able to kill only Renekton, the front line. KhaZix was able to jump in after Renekton stunned our Varus, and was able to just get the resets off and jump to everyone and destroy us. And it's because I'm not doing enough damage, so that was the effects of me not having that Void Staff early. So that was a 1 for 4. We lost Baron. We got the inhibitor, but that's only going to stall out the loss if we can't win the team fights anymore. Especially since they have Twitch, who with smart positioning is going to be able to carry late game. So when I spawn here, we'll see what I have. I'm not able to finish out my Void Staff yet, it looks like. So I go farming for it. Because that's the crucial point of this game right now, is that I get to the point where I can actually do significant damage to their main line. Tank line.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
So I'm able to get it. That means that I'm actually going to be able to save Varus a little bit more if they dive him. As long as the game is just keep the AD carry alive late game, obviously. So we have enough peel, but a lot of it's going towards keeping Twitch out. I mean, we have Hecarim pretty much ult Twitch every single team fight so that he's not able to destroy the team. And then we have Cho'Gath and Taric, who have good stun, good silence, good knockup, but it's not going to be enough to stop the instant burst damage of Kha'Zix on our AD carry. So I need to be able to be in there with him and have my ult just constantly be hitting him, stopping Kha'Zix from killing him. So right now we're just waiting out the Baron buff. I mean, there's no reason for us to do anything. They're the ones that have to make the move. We have super minions pushing, so they have to deal with that. They have the Baron buff. We don't have to fight. There's no reason for us to. They're not pressuring anything. So we just wait back. We get the mid ward because we have it pinked. So not their inhibitors up. They're probably going to be looking to push after this. And do something with that Baron buff that they have, because they haven't taken any objectives with it. So they stack mid, but now their Baron buff's just about out. Yep, so we decide to get aggressive. They completely waste the Baron buff. We're looking to fight. Now that I have the Void Staff, I'll be able to burst down KhaZix fast enough to hopefully save Varus. Varus whiffs his ultimate, which gives them a really great engage, because they know we can't fight as well. I'm able to just stick with Varus and Renekton, trying to save him. Izonia's in the middle because I'm taking too much damage, and they pick me off. But the point is, I saved, well, not me personally, but we were able to kite them and keep Varus alive, so that's a 3 for 1 exchange. Twitch actually flashes in and thinks that he can kill someone, but they're able to all get out. Joe has to flash also, so ultimately a flash for a flash and a cleanse. I think he used cleanse too. But yeah, that was close because Twitch probably could have picked them all off if he played that correctly. But ultimately, we had 3 for 1 exchange. That was great. We were able to keep Varus alive, so we're looking good right now. So Baron's going to be up soon, so I think we get in position for that. I'm about to spawn, and they have 3 people about to spawn, so we're able to probably take down Baron faster. Here I come back, and I pot up. I get oracles and red and blue pot, because I'm more or less fully built already. I mean, Leandries could be built out of the Haunting guys, but it'd be more significant for me to just get what I can instead of saving up money to finish that off later, because we're about to end it. We get Baron, and then we just back off, buy up in group.
Purple team has slain the dragon.
They get Dragon, we got Baron, so we don't really care. Let them get Dragon if they want. So we push on the mid inhibitor. Right now I'm really just worried about zoning out KhaZix. Trying to keep him away from Varus. Taric lands a stun on KhaZix, which keeps him out of the match for a little bit. When Renekton jumps on our Varus, he doesn't have a chance. He's not able to get anywhere near him. We got the Rupture knocking both of them up. We're keeping them in my ultimate. They're not getting anywhere near our AD carry. So that's a 3 for 1 exchange again, just like happened last time. They only have Twitch and Lulu alive. So as we said, if Twitch decides to do anything, that's a Taric stun and he's immediately dead. So we're not worried about anything happening. Twitch throws out his slow, but he can't really do anything ultimately because we could burst in the second he tries to get close to us. We just take down the Nexus, and that's game. So, thanks for watching.